My name is Christian. Uh, I work as a professional startup coach in a Hekonic startup school. My customers are like GoOpti before, so basically I coach teams and entrepreneurs. Our focus are data-driven startups, so we basically only do data-driven startups. And today I will, I will explain a few rules that we find out in Hekonic during these 5 years, how to build a startup. So first, in the last year, there is a new book, 0 to 1 from Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a contrarian, and I think this is one of the books that changes lives. And he, especially in these books, there is 7 questions from Peter Thiel, and these 7 questions are the key questions when you are building a startup. So to understand what is secret, now we will slowly go through these 7 questions, and as you see, these questions are on our walls in our hall in Hekonic, because we believe that they are so important that you should see it every day when you come to work. So first question is the engineering question. So basically we are building high-tech startups, so you need an engineering that will give you 10 times value proposition than the solution that you had before. So the one mantra that we have is that you should do things that are hard but possible. Why? Because if the thing is easy, then you don't have that competitive advantage. So you have to find things that are hard but possible. And one of the most important things is that once you're building something completely new, that you have a 10 times value proposition than previous, and that's why 0 to 1. So basically, you are building something completely new. Most of our companies are companies that are building something completely new. Typical marketplaces and new services. The second question is the question where most startup gets wrong, and it's the timing question. So in which timing are you entering the market? Who are your customers? Are you entering the market with the early adopters before Chasm, or you are entering after Chasm? If you are entering before Chasm, you must know that your customers will change. For example, a typical good example how to enter the market in later stage is Facebook. Facebook entered the market when the social network was more than 25% of people. So basically, in earlier majority. But what is the key element when you are entering the market in early majority? The key element is that you find a way how to build a monopoly in a small market, in a small segment. If you remember, PayPal, the first customers from PayPal, were power users from eBay. So basically, PayPal had 70% of power users in 3 months after rollout. Facebook had 80% in 3 weeks after rollout of Harvard University. So one of the key elements when you are entering the market is limit your market to that number that you can monopolize the first segment that you are entering. So the next question is the people question. The people question is one of the hardest one because you have to build together a set of people that are different, but at the same time that are similar in their purpose, what they would like to achieve. One of the crucial things with the people is that you understand what kind of people you need. Typically in startup, you will need opportunistic kind of people because they invest their time and their thinking in the future. You don't want to have the pessimists. The pessimists invest their time in how the future will be bad. So you want to have optimists. And once think more is that in startup, you don't want to have people that will come for pay in job. You want to have the people that will wake up with a purpose, and that purpose is the same purpose as your startup. So you want to have missionaries that will go around and change the world. The next question, and this is usually the hardest one, because you have to align your market entry and your end game is the distribution question. The distribution question is the question how you will find your globalization and technology components and how you will go to the market and how your market strategy will look like. Once you understand your market, once you understand what is your what are your components, then you know how to enter the market, what is your right market angle, how to enter. Then we have the durability question. The durability question is the question how your product or how user experience will look like in 10 or 20 years. What trends will come and how will change this? So to understand this question and to understand if you are right positioned, you must then study the end game. So what is the key element to win the end game? For example, the GoOpti end game question is how we will win over Uber. And finally, it's the secret. So what is your startup secret? Typically, the startup is conspiracy around the secret that most of people do not believe in. And these are secrets about things and about people. So this should be Steve Jobs, but I didn't find the right picture. There is a movie where Steve Jobs is calling around selling Apple I. And he is calling around and saying to people, look, in the future we will have all computers on the desk and we will work on that computers. And people were laughing at him, right? So they thought that he was crazy. So if you look at this chart, so typically when we are in the stage of innovators and early adopters, if you tell your secret or what you think about the future to people who are early adopters, they will smile at you. So if you are an entrepreneur, and then you have startup, you have, sorry, remote does not work. So, why people laugh at you? That's the question that you should ask yourself. Why people laugh at you? So now, could you help me, please? Okay, remote controlling. So In these 5 years, we started with a Heconic memorandum, which was 4 pages long, and now we are incrementing this, and we come to the 7 steps how to find the secret. And the first step is that you have to be curious, and you have to start asking why. You look around and ask, why is this like that? Why? So 5 whys to come to the truth of everything. Now, on the next step, when you are asking yourself why, could I get next slide, please? You should follow your passion. It's easy to say, follow your passion, right? So how we follow our passion? First thing, and I believe the most important thing, I think that the thing that separates people who are successful and who are not, it's evening introspection. Evening introspection is the thing that where we go over the day and we ask ourselves, are my feelings in that manner are going in the right direction? Is the question of Steve Jobs that said, ask yourself if you live like your life like you would live last day of your life. That's the question you should ask. Can I have next slide, please? And with that introspection, you will find the purpose. And if you do not find the purpose in your startup, then typically you will not be successful. If you work for just money, that startup does not really succeed. So in finding your passion and finding your purpose is typically aligned with customer's pain. If this is not aligned with the customer's pain, then you will probably not succeed. So what this means is aligned with customer pain. That basically, that your solution will go in the direction to solve your customer's pain. The next step is the hardest step for every entrepreneur I've seen. It's the step that 95% of entrepreneurs fail today. It's focus. Focus, it's not we are going there. Focus, it's we are not doing this, we are not doing this, we are not doing this. Focused company is the company that knows who is not my target customer and does not sell to not target customer. Focused data-driven company is the company who has on the dashboards only target customers last week, and the not target customers are counted as a noise. Okay? Focus is really the hardest thing for the entrepreneur. When you understand that focus, so that simple thing that you are focused on, then you start doing things, experimenting, asking questions, doing tests with your customers. And then is the second hardest thing for entrepreneur, persistence in simplicity. Good products are products that take time. And typically, this means that you have to do a prototyping. Culture of prototyping is crucial. Back of the head prototyping happens all the time. So basically we are building products while we are doing first step, asking why, discussing with the customers. In the next step, we are doing fast prototyping on whiteboards. And the rule is that you do prototyping on the whiteboards till you come in the whole circle. That means that you come twice to the same solution. Then the next step is one of the crucial steps. So you have to enrich your knowledge and you have to structure your knowledge. The best way to structure your knowledge is to teach others. So, brainstorm, share, and teach. So, and with that, you check your ideas, you verify things. And these steps, you repeat till you find the secret. So, asking questions. Sometimes the secret is not really one big secret. It's a lot of small secrets together that combines a knowledge of a future that comes into big secret. And once you know the secret, then you can say, fuck the rules. And that's crucial. So if you want to be an entrepreneur, then you will change some things. And if you will change some things, you will step somebody on his knees. And that's the key element of success. So, if I am going through again, first step is that you are curious and you ask yourself why. Then you follow your passion and focus yourself. Say no to 1,000 things. And then start doing things, experiment, and then you should persist in simplicity to find the right solution. And once you have that, and once you do that, you share that, and in the end, you can say, fuck the rules, and go out and do that product. Thank you.